Morning everyone, hope you're all having a great Christmas. Welcome to a new video on the channel. It is Boxing Day, Thursday the 26th of December 2024, and today we're off back to International Stadium. It is Gateshead versus Hartlepool United in the National League. So I'm in Gateshead and going into this afternoon's Boxing Day fixture. Hartlepool are currently in 11th place in the National League table. Been a bit of a strange season for them so far. They obviously went into it under the management of Darren Sal, which at the time I thought was a fairly reasonable appointment for them, but it just went so sour with him quite quickly. And eventually his position did become pretty untenable. He totally lost the fans. It looked as though the players weren't really playing for him. The results they were getting were pretty terrible, and they were on a bit of a downward spiral towards National League North football next season. But obviously that all resulted in him losing his job, and he was replaced by Lenny Lawrence, who's been at the club for quite a long time it seems, but in fairness to them, it does seem as though the results have picked up for them of late. They've had some quite funny ones actually. It seems though at home the games are quite low scoring, whereas away from home they've had some quite high scoring ones. A 5-3 loss at York, a 4-3 win at Solihull. So I'm not too sure what to expect from this game this afternoon. I must say I know they've been dealt a bit of a blow in the last game when Adam Campbell went off. Obviously a player us Gateshead fans certainly know all about, but they might have a bit of a revenge factor in this game for them today, obviously on the back of what happened when they came here in March. But it is a game that I do look at for us, and I say if we do play to our strengths, then we've got every chance of winning it. I don't think it's any hidden secret that it's going to be a considerable step up in opposition compared to what we've played over the last 3 games, and I don't mean to say that disrespectfully to Woking, to Farsley or to Ebbsfleet. It's just a fact. But we're coming into this game in 4th place on the back of that 4-1 win at Ebbsfleet last Saturday, and again this game presents us with a chance to either put some real pressure on the teams above us, or pull clear of the teams beneath us. Obviously later on in the day Oldham are playing against York, so provided we do the business in this game today, we would either put ourselves within a point or 2 of York, or pull clear of Oldham, or better still both. But obviously we'll just have to wait and see how that game goes. Ultimately it won't mean jack shit if we don't do what we need to do in this game today. It'll be interesting to see what sort of crowd this game gets today. Obviously I'm expecting Hartlepool to bring quite a lot up, but I think as far as the overall away day goes, I think more and more of their fans have become quite disillusioned by it. I know obviously it's not ideal for away fans being over in that stand where there's no cover and that kind of thing, and don't get me wrong, I do get the whole side of away fans not liking our ground, because it's totally different to what they are used to. Plus obviously they don't really have the best of records up at the International Stadium. This fixture has been a very home side dominated. Obviously Gateshead seem to have fared a bit better when it's been here, whereas the Pools have fared a little bit better when it's been at Victoria Park. Will that be turned on its head today? I hope not, but it's an important game for both sides. Hartlepool are just 3 points outside of the playoffs, whereas the Gateshead are winning this game today, and we are right back in the title race. So let's head on down to the International Stadium and find out how it all unfolds. So the team's warming up. Hartlepool getting ready over there. It looks as though they're going to be in their change strip of sky blue. Obviously the home strip would be a darker tone of blue, with obviously white stripes. Anyway, Gateshead are getting ready over there. Of course we are going to be in the white and black home kit. Anyway, I'll see you when the players are coming out of the tunnel and ready to start the match.
Gateshead! Gateshead! Why you took him off the kids and like walk away? How are the lads?
Get it in the box.
The heat!
Got you down. Put them to the sword, men. Put them to the sword. Put them to the sword. Go on, Hado, Skipper! Shit! The young man.
Go on! What the fuck, man?
Half-time, Gateshead 2, Hartlepool United 1. Hartlepool are pressing us a little bit higher than other teams they usually would, and we haven't been over-comfortable with it, I must say. There's been a few instances where we've maybe given a ball away a bit too cheaply. I've got to say, Anthony Mancini is having an absolutely superb game in midfield for them. He's breaking the lines really well. We can't really get near him. It's quite similar to that game we played at Victoria Park at the start of last season. He absolutely ran the show in that one, and he's been very good so far today. But it is us that find ourselves ahead. But my main concern is if the game does carry on this way, then it does feel like it's maybe only a matter of time before our lead does evaporate. But nevertheless, it was I think all the goals in this game have been pretty good so far. Obviously our first one, Luke Hannon putting in a great ball, quite low. Then Terrell Newton, first time into the back of net, such a calm finish. Then Ben Werman, one-on-one with a keeper, did the right thing in lifting it over him, but obviously not with sort of too much power on it, and it was always just going to dip into the back of the net. But it was a good goal from Joe Gray to get Hartlepool back into it, and it does feel a little bit like they're in the ascendancy just now. But I think if we do get a 3-1 up, then that might just kill them off. It might knock the momentum out of them. I do honestly feel like we maybe need to change something up a little bit, because we don't look over comfortable out there, I must say, despite the fact we are winning, and hopefully we can go on and get the win. But as I say, so far there are a couple of things that are a bit of a cause for concern, I'm not going to
He was in fear for his life in that, can't he?
minutes of added time at the end of this game. 4 minutes. Oh, Dean. Oh, what's the ball? Bloody hell, what a game. Come on. Gates gone away. That's going. Come on! Come on! Fucking thanks, mate. Full-time, Gateshead 4, Hartlepool United 3. Once again, a Gateshead versus Hartlepool game has turned out absolutely mental, and I think in the second half we did look in a lot more control. In fact, I think in that spell between us scoring our third goal and Hartlepool pulling one back, we looked in so much control of that match, and I think if we'd have gone 4-1 up before Hartlepool had the chance to make it 3-2, I genuinely think it could have gone on and been a scoreline of a similar nature to what it was last season. They just looked at total 6s and 7s at the back, and I think we smelled that, and obviously in the first half, Hartlepool were pinning us into our own half quite a lot, but in the second half, we were the ones sort of doing all the pressing in their half, and it just and out of almost nowhere really, a pretty mental ending to the game. Gary Medina like bundling it home to make it 3-2, and that looked as though it was going to set up a pretty nervous end to the game, but we soon made it 4-2. Some brilliant work from Terrell Newton, who was absolutely outstanding today, and Owen Hosseini managed to finish it off. Newton, if anything, was really unlucky not to get a hat-trick. I think you could tell he really wanted to get a hat-trick, and nearly got it hitting the post a little bit earlier in the match, but a wonder goal out of nowhere really from Gary Medina again in added time, and it was the nervous end, but I think we saw it out quite well. I think I think at that point I think everyone in the ground was kind of clock watching a little bit, but the 3 points is 3 points, and it really couldn't have been a better day from a Gateshead perspective, could it? Obviously, we won our game. Forest Green dropped points, Barnet dropped points. The Oldham against York game was actually postponed due to a pretty thick fog in the Oldham area, which I'm not gonna lie, I do feel a little bit sorry for the York fans there. They obviously travelled I know it's not the longest journey in the world, but still a little bit frustrating if you've gone all the way over there on Boxing Day and it's been called off pretty last minute. And hindsight's a wonderful thing, isn't it? Because I think if that game had been a usual 3 p.m. kickoff, then I think it probably would have been played. But anyway, as far as we go, of course, the next game for us is on New Year's Day against York, and that is going to be an absolutely massive game. But one which I think, if you're a neutral, it's shaping up to be an absolute cracker between two sides that are banging form at the minute, scoring goals for fun. And a bit of a title race 6-pointer now. I don't think it's unreasonable to throw Gateshead's hat in the ring with regards to this title race. Like, if you look around social media over the last week, so it's been kind of built up as this 4-horse race between Barnet, York, Forest Green, and Oldham. But Gateshead are right back in it now, and like, whether you like it or not, we're not going to give it up without a fight. It's going to be an interesting January ahead. I think we all know that. I think we're all maybe fearing the worst with regards to Football League clubs coming in for our better players, loan players returning to parent clubs, that kind of thing. But like, there's always been a kind of good cycle at Gateshead. We've developed players really well, and obviously they've moved on, but like, they've been being replaced. So I've got confidence that can happen again. It looks as though Magna is really starting to get it right now, and I think tactically today, I think he kind of got it right. I think obviously in the first half, I did go into half time with a couple of questions and that kind of thing, but I think, yes, second half we looked a lot more sharper, we looked a lot more like ourselves, and it has certainly made for a very Merry Christmas. So that is that for this video, and I'll be back on Saturday with my last game of 2024. It is Mask United versus Northallerton Town. Of course, we saw the reverse of this fixture earlier on in the season. Mask winning out 3-0 winners at the Calvert Stadium. Can Northallerton avenge that? Check back on Saturday to find out. But until then, take care, cheers for watching, enjoy the rest of your Christmas, see you later.